Welcome to News Blast. This is your weekly roundup of what's been happening. This report covers news from last week, for the week ending on June 21st, 2025. Let's get started. In world news on June 21st, there's been increased fighting between Israel and Iran in the Middle East. These countries have been attacking each other, which has made other nations worried about peace in the region. In connection with this conflict, the United States military also took action against some sites in Iran related to nuclear materials. Leaders around the world are talking about ways to help stop the attacks and find a peaceful solution. Also, on June 21st, some people who were in prison in Belarus were set free. These individuals had been imprisoned because they disagreed with the government. Their release happened after a special visitor from another country spoke with the leaders there, bringing happiness to their families. Going back to June 15th, India's Prime Minister traveled to meet with leaders in several different countries far away. He visited Cyprus, Canada, and Croatia, and also took part in a big meeting called the G7 Summit. At these meetings, world leaders discuss important matters that affect everyone. And finally, for world news, a large show dedicated to airplanes and space travel took place in Paris, France, starting on June 15th. Companies from all over the world came to show off their newest planes and spacecraft. It was a chance to see exciting new technology for getting around in the sky and exploring space. Now let's see what's been making headlines here in the United States. Parts of the middle and eastern United States experienced a dangerous heat wave on June 21st. Experts warned that the very hot weather could be harmful, and people were advised to take care and stay cool to avoid getting sick. Severe storms, including strong winds and a tornado, hit the Midwest on June 21st, particularly in North Dakota. Sadly, these powerful storms caused some deaths. The storms also knocked down many trees and power lines, causing damage. Starting on June 15th, police began searching for a suspect involved in a serious incident in Minnesota. This person was wanted in connection with the shooting death of a lawmaker and injuring another. The search ended on June 20th when the suspect was captured by authorities. This event has upset the community, but the capture brings a sense of relief. In science news from the US on June 19th, researchers announced they have discovered a brand new path that a certain type of bird uses when it flies south for the winter. Using special tracking devices, they followed the birds and found this secret route. This discovery helps scientists learn more about how birds travel long distances and how to protect their journeys. Moving on to the world of technology. On June 19th, a team of astronauts who are not government employees started getting ready for a trip to the International Space Station. They are planning to launch aboard a SpaceX rocket for this special visit. This mission is another example of how more people are getting the chance to travel to space. On June 22nd, Google announced a cool new update for its Gemini AI. Now, you can upload videos to the app and ask the AI questions about what it sees happening in the video. This helps the AI understand and explain things it sees in moving pictures. Starting June 15th, some big restaurant companies, like the ones that own Applebee's and IHOP, are using more technology to help out. They are using AI to help take customer orders and robots to assist workers with different jobs. This is helping things run faster and smoother, both for the staff and the people ordering food. On June 22nd, Samsung and a company called Grok shared plans to work together to make a new type of computer chip. They say this chip will be very fast and powerful, especially for running artificial intelligence programs. These new chips could help make AI technology work even better in the future. Now let's turn our attention to some important news about health. In health news on June 17th, scientists are finding better ways to get medicine to brain tumors in children. This new method could help doctors treat a common type of childhood brain cancer more effectively. It's like finding a special path for the medicine to reach exactly where it needs to go. On June 19th, the World Health Organization made new recommendations to help pregnant women who have sickle cell disease. This advice will help doctors and nurses provide better care for these mothers and their babies. It includes important tips on managing pain and preventing problems during pregnancy. In health news this week, on June 18th, a group of health experts shared new advice for kids and parents about how much time is healthy to spend using screens like phones, tablets, and computers. They recommend finding a good balance between screen time, playing outside, and getting enough sleep to help kids stay healthy and happy. It's all about making sure you have time for everything important. And now, let's check in on the world of sports. In sports news, the Florida Panthers have won the Stanley Cup. On June 20th, the Panthers defeated the Edmonton Oilers in a thrilling final game to become the champions of the National Hockey League. This is the second year in a row the team has won the Stanley Cup, bringing great excitement to their fans. In sports news, on June 21st, a team of young wrestlers from Pennsylvania, called Pennsylvania Red, won a big national tournament in Wisconsin. They competed against other top teams from different states in freestyle wrestling, working hard to win their final match and become national champions. Also in sports, the NBA Finals are here. The Indiana Pacers and the Oklahoma City Thunder are facing off to see who will be this year's champion. The series has been very exciting, and it's all coming down to a final Game 7, scheduled for Sunday, June 22nd. Basketball fans are eagerly waiting to see who wins the championship. Let's take a moment to look back at some important moments in history this week. Going way back to June 15, 1215, in England, King John agreed to follow certain rules and protect people's rights by signing a document called the Magna Carta. This was an important step towards limiting the power of kings and governments, laying groundwork for future rights. On June 16, 1903, Henry Ford started the Ford Motor Company in Michigan. This company went on to build cars that many families could afford, completely changing how people traveled forever. Also on June 16th, but in 1963, Valentina Tereshkova from the Soviet Union became the first woman ever to travel to outer space. She orbited the Earth many times during her mission, making history for women in space exploration. On June 17, 1885, the Statue of Liberty, a giant gift from France, arrived in New York Harbor in many pieces. It stands for freedom and friendship and is a famous symbol of the United States. On June 18, 1983, astronaut Sally Ride became the first American woman to go to space aboard the Space Shuttle Challenger. Her journey was a huge inspiration for many young girls interested in science and space. On June 19, 1865, more than 2 years after the Emancipation Proclamation, enslaved people in Galveston, Texas, finally learned they were free when Union soldiers arrived. This day, known as Juneteenth, is now celebrated as a holiday marking the end of slavery in the U.S. And finally, for history, on June 21, 1948, at a university in England, scientists successfully ran the very first program on a computer. This early machine was a tiny but crucial step towards the powerful computers and smartphones we use every day. And now, let's celebrate some notable birthdays this week. On June 15th, we celebrate the birthday of Neil Patrick Harris, born in 1973. He's a talented actor, known for fun roles on TV shows like How I Met Your Mother, and for being a great host for big award shows. June 16th is the birthday of Tupac Shakur, born in 1971. He was a very popular and important rapper and actor whose music is still listened to and influences many artists today. Happy birthday on June 17th to Venus Williams, born in 1980. She is a legendary and very talented tennis player who has won many major championships, including at Wimbledon and the Olympics. On June 18th, we wish a happy birthday to Paul McCartney, born in 1942. He is a world-famous singer and songwriter from the iconic band The Beatles, who created so many popular songs that people still enjoy all over the world. June 19th is the birthday of Paula Abdul, born in 1962. She is a talented singer, dancer, and TV personality, famous for her hit songs and for being a popular judge on shows like American Idol. Happy birthday on June 20th to Nicole Kidman, born in 1967. She is a very talented actress who starred in many different kinds of movies and won important awards for her performances. Finally, on June 21st, we wish a happy birthday to Prince William, born in 1982. He is a member of the British royal family and is next in line to become the King of England. That's it for this edition of News Blast. We'll see you next time. Be sure to like this video and subscribe to our channel to stay all caught up on the news. This is your host, signing off. Stay curious, everyone.